All right, welcome to our first video lesson of this school year. This lesson is going to start our second chapter, and we are going to cover like an introduction to environmental ethics. So your lesson objective today is that you will be able to explain the moral and ethical considerations that are involved when thinking about the environment. All right, so our first thing here is just an example of where this is going to come into play. So we have two species we're going to look at, salmon and sea lions. They are both protected species. But sea lions have to eat the salmon. So the question is, which species should we protect more? And then who decides which species is worth protecting more? Who gets to make that decision? All right, so as our knowledge of the world has grown, our understanding of how vital its proper treatment has grown as well. The concern has brought up this topic of environmental ethics. So ethics is one branch of philosophy, and it seeks to define what is right and what is wrong. And that can differ depending on the person and what life they've lived, their personal opinions, and all of that. But ethics can help us understand what actions are wrong and why they are wrong. Environmental ethics apply ethical thinking to the natural world and the relationship between humans and the earth. In the most general sense, environmental ethics invites us to consider three key propositions. The first is that the earth and its creatures have moral status. In other words, they are worthy of our ethical concern. So they are worth the concern that we have. The second is that Earth and its creatures have intrinsic value, which means that they have moral value merely because they exist, not only because they meet human needs. We've already talked about how some of the natural world helps us be able to survive, but this is saying we should care because of their existence, not just because they serve us. And then the third is, based on the concept of an ecosystem, human beings should be considered wholes that include other forms of life and the environment. Sometimes an individual's ethical commitments can conflict with each other. So for example, a mayor might have an ethical commitment to preserving land in a city, but they also have an ethical commitment to bringing in jobs associated with construction of a new factory. So we want to preserve the land so that it can continue to be a healthy city with good biodiversity and good clean air, clean water, and all of those things, but they also have to provide economic value to the people who live there. But in many cases, what is good for the environment is also good for people, especially if we're looking at sustainability in the long run. So, for example, while forest protection may reduce logging jobs, a healthier forest might lead to new jobs in recreation, fisheries, and tourism. So, if we look at it through the wide range and all of the benefits that can come from it, and not just at the one job that we're affecting, it evens out or even is more of a benefit to protect it in the long run. All right, that is the end of our super short first lesson. So let me know if you have any questions. I'm here to help, and I'll see you in the next one.